Help support AMTV by becoming a patron, an AMTV staff member, and following us over on Twitter.
Hi there guys, it's Adam Martyn here, and welcome back to another video. It's been quite a long time, almost a month, but as I've said before, I'm fully in the midst of pantomime season now. At the time I'm recording this, we've just done our first official performance, which went really well, so we're fully in the swing of things. But I have found some time to record this here video because I wanted to talk to you about a rebrand of some television channels that I find particularly interesting. We're going to be talking today about UKTV. Now, UKTV has been on our screens for several decades now. It's home to channels you may know like Drama, Dave, Yesterday, W, all that sort of stuff, ran by BBC Studios, of course, which you might be familiar with. That's the more commercial arm of the BBC. But recently, they have announced there's going to be a change. And what I'm reading from at first here is the UKTV corporate site itself, saying that they announced its intention to launch You next year, a new master brand that will unite its family of free-to-air channels and its free streaming service. Launching in the summer of 2024, the move will see its current streaming service, which is UKTV Play, transition to You, and UKTV's family of free-to-air channels will become the following: You and Dave, You and Drama, You and Yesterday, You and W. U and W. It seems like a very head-scratching move, but let's find out the reasoning. Let's go there first. So, this is from Penny Brutt, who is the UKTV's Chief Marketing Officer, and they said for 30 years, UKTV has had shows that people are passionate about: crime, drama, witty comedy, and more. But until now, it's felt disconnected. We want to make sure our audiences can enjoy the full value of our free and wonderfully diverse offer, so we're making it easier for them to navigate. You is the glue, nice, that enables us to do this. It means we go to market with a bold, simple, and distinctive identity for our streaming service. You makes it easy for people to connect the dots between the streaming service and our family of TV channels, all while keeping hold of each channel's unique personality and fame. This is now a family that's fit for a digital future. It's simple, but still full of personality, because it's all about you. Some cringy parts in there, but I get why they've worded it like this. So they're saying it's all about uniting the brand. It's making things streamlined. It's making things easily accessible and understandable for the digital future that we consistently hear come up in the television industry. And I know some of you might think, well, why? I know that, Dave and Drama and all that is under the UKTV network. For people like us who have a keen interest in these sort of things, that might seem really obvious, but I guess we have to remember a lot of casual viewers may not be aware that these channels are all technically under the same umbrella brand of UKTV. So from that sense, I guess renaming everything with You within the title makes some kind of sense when looking at the casual perspective. But in terms of the naming, You and, I mean, not a lot of, well, some of those roll off the tongue. You and Dave, You and Drama. You and W just kills me. It's like You and You. Alphabet and Alphabet. There's something really funny about that. I don't know what it is. I'll talk more about the naming in just a sec, but let's read on. It says, the U streaming service, created in partnership with global brand consultancy Wolf Olins, will become home to thousands of hours of free content from a raft of genres, including dramas, and it gives you a bunch of examples there, comedy, with more examples there too, entertainment, and what else? Factual entertainment, yes. And You will also give viewers access to exclusive shows, award-winning originals, premiere acquisitions, and iconic programmes from the BBC. Naturally, of course, with the BBC's whole stake in this. The executive strategy director of Wolf Olins, who is David Stevens, had this to say: the entertainment market is so awash with confusing and bizarrely named offers. So we wanted to strip back, reduce the noise, and present this family of brands in a clear, crisp, singular way. The new You name is a nod to UKTV's heritage, while emphasising that this new viewing experience is all about you. We're excited about creating a bold brand that will stand out but won't get in the way. We wanted to unite an eclectic portfolio but hold on to the personality and help you lose yourself in what you love. Again, this whole thing about, standing out but not getting in the way is an interesting clash of two things there. I think having it for a streaming site, so renaming UKTV Play to You, I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea. I think having that, a single letter to represent, I watched that on Catch Up on You, or, all that sort of stuff. I think that makes sense. I think adding You to these channels, You and, I think it sort of takes away a bit of the personality and the focus. You know, people know what Dave is. It's the home of witty banter. People know what drama is. Yesterday, W, all that sort of stuff. But making you the first part of that, I don't know. I just think it takes away. Naturally, I think it takes away some of that personality. It takes away some of that individualism. I know it's all under one brand, but it just takes away something for me. Not quite sure about the titling just yet. Again, you gotta let me know in the comments if you agree with the titling, but for me at the minute, it's not sitting all too well. It says UKTV has an ambitious growth strategy focused on supercharging its streaming service and growing its linear channels. A key driver of this is connecting and better leveraging the brands within UKTV's estate. The launch of this new master brand supports the strategy by making it easier for users to navigate both online and on air, as well as creating a halo effect in brand marketing across the portfolio and ultimately building equity into a more unified family of brands. The simplicity of the new U brand architecture also retains the names and equity of the existing channel brands that are well known and loved across the UK. We're getting into, obviously this is from the corporate site, we're getting into like the more businessy side of it now. So I get what they're saying, you know, having the U as part of the brand is uniting everything together. It's that one term, kind of like what Channel 4's doing, you know, they renamed all 4 to just Channel 4 and all that sort of stuff. So I get it from that perspective, but they're saying it still retains, you know, the names and equity of the existing channel brands. And yes, they're still there. But again, I don't know, I think having this U prefix to all of them just... It takes something away, in my opinion. As part of the company's transformation plans, UKTV Play has already evolved into a digital streaming destination with a plethora of free content to suit all tastes. Its popularity has propelled the service to grow views by 69% since the start of the year, that's January to August, and with fast channels set to debut on the service in 2024, viewers have even more choice to look forward to. The new U visual identity and brand architecture is set to be unveiled in 2024. Wolf Ollins is working alongside UKTV's own in-house creative team on a suite of assets for the rebrand, which will simultaneously launch across UKTV's free-to-air channels and its streaming service next year. UKTV's paid channels such as Alibi, Gold and Eden will transition to, you guessed it, U and Alibi, U and Gold, and U and Eden at a later date, uniting the full network under the U brand. So supposedly that's going to happen a lot later then, like with those pay TV channels. I guess it wouldn't it have made more sense to just have all of them united at the same time? Again, I know it takes time and they want to roll this out as quickly as they can, but I would have thought even with the pay channels, they want that all done at the same time, no? So we already get a sneak peek at what some of these assets might look like. You know, we've got a few placeholder images and stuff like that, but I guess, you know, question, what is it going to mean for the idents? Is the U going to feature really heavily in each of these channels' idents? Is the channel's individual name going to have as much weight, or is it going to be pushed to the side? I think that's my worry. It's like, I'm all for uniting things under one brand, you know, trying to make things simpler. Some would argue we're making things too simple, but there we are. As long as these individual names, Drama Dave, Yesterday, etc., still have as much emphasis, as much focus, as much importance as they do now alongside the U, then it might be able to work. But like with any of these things, it's going to take time. People who know are still going to refer to this as the UKTV brand. People are still just going to call it Dave. They're still going to call it Yesterday. The whole thing of saying, oh, did you see that on You and Dave? I'm just going to say Dave. So I think in like the public lingo, in the lexicon of public discourse, I don't think the U and channel name is going to particularly catch on. That's my prediction. As to whether or not that branding will work, I guess we'll have to see come the summer of next year. And just a bit about the UKTV brand as a whole. So its origins date back to 1992 when UK Gold launched. In 1997, UKTV became a multi-channel operator, and originally the channels were joined up with common UK or UKTV branding in their names. But since the late noughties, the UKTV brand has taken a backstage, with its channels receiving quirky and unique names, as we know, like Dave, Alibi and W. However, in recent years, the UKTV brand has returned to the forefront with the streaming service UKTV Play. So I guess part of the branding, you know, you started off with UKTV in the 90s and then it disappeared, it's come back. Might get a bit confusing, so I guess again, uniting this all under U, particularly that the streaming service UKTV Play is going to be called U in general. The more I'm thinking about it, the U name for the brand, I think I'm more behind that, but again, this altering of the channels, like the names of them, what's it going to look like, how are those idents going to be presented, what's the general presentation going to look like, that's what I'm more skeptical on. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. We've got to wait till next summer. But I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about this rebrand for UKTV? Do you think uniting everything under this U brand is a good step? Is this going to take it into the digital era of television? Is it going to help it survive and thrive as they're hoping it will do? Or do you think this is a bad decision and adding U to things is a disaster? Just like Nintendo with the Wii U 10 years ago. We all like to remember the Wii U, don't we? But please do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like on it. It really does help us out. Thank you also for your patience. I know it must be somewhat frustrating that there's not content coming regularly. As I said, doing pantomime is so all-encompassing. I literally go and work for, up to 12 hours a day, come home and sleep and rinse, repeat. But I'm glad I was able to find a little bit of time just to talk about this with you guys. And hopefully, as we move into Christmas, I'd like to talk about some of the Christmassy things happening on TV, like some of the schedules or the idents. But I'm not putting any definitive dates on that just yet. But thank you for your patience. Thank you for sticking around. It does mean the world. Subscribe if you're brand new. We'd love to have you aboard. And until the next time, I've been Adam Martyn from AMTV. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you to our patrons for helping to support the show, and a special thank you to Macra, Ben Freeman, Ethan Carberry-Holt, Bruce Danton, Globe of Reviews, Derek Chambers, Sean Knock, Dord Khan, Liam Domain, Trev Hughes, Carl KR, AJ Mac 200017, Daniel Middleton, and Deck KP20, our AMTV staff members.